Shavua Tov, as we are now in the month of Elul, we're going to move into a new series that we're going to call Ethical Development, Moral Character Development, Jewish Values. And this first week I'd like to introduce an idea that once I heard from one of my rabbanim, and that what do? You're driving down the road and you hear an ambulance. Now it's fascinating. When I was in a taxi in Eretz Yisrael just a few months ago, and I was in a tunnel, and an ambulance was coming. It was phenomenal. What the cars did is that on both sides, so it was a two-lane tunnel, and there was a traffic jam. Cars all basically veered onto the pavement in order to allow the ambulance to drive through. Unfortunately, I see in Sydney, the ambulance is here, they've got to sit and wait and people say, well, what do you want me to do? Move over, push it over to the side. But what do we do when we hear an ambulance? I'm sitting inside and I hear an ambulance go outside. What's your reaction? And the chances are, there's an ambulance, I wonder what happened. And if we see lights, and we drive and we see an accident, you see as the cars drive past the accident, everybody slows down to see what's going on, because they've got to see what happened at the accident. So my rabbi said, you know what you should do? Every time you hear an ambulance, you should say a perik of Tehillim. Perik Tehillim, a chapter of the book of Psalms. A prayer. That whoever that if it's an emergency, please let that person, get better. May they arrive at the hospital safely. May they be cured. If there's a pregnancy, may the baby come out healthy. If it's a fire truck, may there be no injuries or fatalities. If it's a police, I hope that there's no injury. I hope there's nothing dangerous. I hope it's nothing serious. And a prayer that you care for the welfare of others, even if you don't know them, is an unbelievable value to attain for oneself. The next time you hear an ambulance go past, don't just look and say, You don't have to say, the whole Shmona Esrei, get out your car and start davening. It's about just for a second, stop and say, I hope that everybody's okay. I hope that everybody survives. And it's a serious area of concern that we have for our fellow men, and that's a value, a Jewish value. Shavua Tov.